What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Today I want to talk to you guys about scaling your juice recipes. This seems to be a popular concern. It's been slow going around here since we're kind of wrapping up our big New Year's cleanse event. Everybody's kind of juiced out, so it's nice to have a little break after all the juicing that we did. You can go check out the last video on my channel if you want to see the massive New Year's cleanse that we did. So the popular questions I get are how to scale my recipes. Do the recipes stay the same? Do the ingredients kind of shift? How much juice should I make? How much juice can I expect to get out of a certain amount of produce? So we're going to dive into all that. I do have a juicing 101 video. If you're just learning how to juice, I highly recommend checking out that video. There's one standard of measurement that I go off of for all of our recipes, and it's what I call a baby batch. It's a 5 to 6 pound batch of juices that you can expect to get around 5 12-ounce juices. So you'll often hear me say in the vlogs, I'm just going to make baby batches. I say that a lot, baby batch here, baby batch there. That's what I'm referring to, a 5 to 6 pound batch of juices. So for our snaps, that's 6 pounds of apples, 4 lemons, 6 ounces of ginger, and then from there I know that I can scale up as necessary. Normal batch for me is a 10 to 12 pound batch, so a double baby batch, and that'll yield around 10 12-ounce juices for us. And you can make your baby batch whatever, like you might be a giant juicery that makes 20 juices, like that's your minimum for the day. Here at JK's Juices, we juice only enough for that day. We want to serve fresh juice, so we try to keep only on hand what we're going to sell that day, and we juice every day. So some days I will make baby batches, some days I'll make normal batches and more, because those days are obviously busier, or a certain juice is selling a lot more than another juice. I'm not necessarily juicing everything in the same quantities. For example, our sweet greens sell like crazy, so I almost always make a normal size batch or even more than that, while our strong greens, they don't move as quickly, so I always make our strong greens in baby batches. Make too much and it sits there for a few days. Make too little and you risk losing sales. It's a balancing act, and serving a raw product can definitely make that even more tricky. But as you gain more experience, you get better at kind of navigating the demand that you will sell that day. For example, if it's sunny outside, for some reason we're normally pretty bumping. There's ways you can influence the sales of what you have in the fridge if you're not moving stuff. You can do, like we do deals all the time, $1 off bulk lattes, $2 off 6-packs, add a ginger shot to your order for free. There's ways you can move that product. But as long as you know that baby batch size, your go-to, like your lowest batch size that you'll make, you can scale that as needed, and all the ingredients stay the same. There is no difference in the lemon or your superfood portioning. All that stays the same because you want to guarantee the quality of that juice no matter the size of the batch. Your batch size is also dependent on the size of your press chamber or your juicer. You can only fit so much into the press chamber. So the baby batch was built out of the mini. When we first opened up, that was my standard of measurement. The mini press chamber can hold about 5 to 8 pounds of produce, so that's just what I went off of. The Samick can also hold 6 pounds of produce, so one grind cycle in the Samick and one pressed chamber in the mini is what kind of built that standard of measurement, the baby batch. Obviously on Judy, you could probably fit 4 baby batches easily into her press chamber. I think it's about 20 pounds of produce around there. And then the M1 is about 1 to 3 pounds of produce, so a serving of juice. Another common question we get, and it's just a popular topic in the juicing industry, although I've never seen anybody actually do single ingredient juicing. So we get asked, have you ever juiced single ingredients and then mixed them at the end? And the answer is, I've never done it. It requires a lot of fridge storage, so extra fridge storage. So say I juice all the celery, I would need to store that celery juice back here somewhere, and then I would juice all our carrot juice. I would need to store that carrot juice You get the idea. There would be like a whole fridge of single ingredient juices that would need to be kept cold while I was still working my way through all the ingredients. And then once that was done, I would need to go through and mix all of them. So I'd have to get out each pitcher, and these are going to be big pitchers, like gallons of juice, and mix up the individual recipes. So in my mind, it doesn't make sense to add those extra steps to require that extra equipment when I can juice a single recipe, bottle it, take it straight out to the retail fridge. And that also allows us to fill in gaps as needed. So we juice every day and we stock what's needed. With that method, I would have to juice everything prior to opening and then have it stocked. So we like to be here and be working and juicing while we're open, just because it's more efficient for our time. Not here at like 5 a.m. doing a 4-hour juicing shift, mixing up the recipes, and then being done juicing for the day and just kind of chilling and hanging out. I hope that kind of helps break down the scaling and the juicing process. If you guys have questions, you can definitely leave them down in the comments. I'll try and get back to you. And check out the juicing 101 video if you're just learning how to juice and you're kind of like, I have no idea how to combine these fruits and vegetables to make a good tasting juice. There's also tons of recipes on the channel and a juicing basics, like basic recipes playlist. So check those out. I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.